Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Ooh, Chris, that was excellent as always.
spicy.
Ooh.
Reminded me of Barry White's song when he went, yeah. Barry White was always going, yeah.
Did Barry White, he said yeah a lot?
Barry White's always going, yeah.
No, he was more like, Barry White was more like,
Take a bad
yeah.
stand-up. You ever notice Barry White's always saying yeah? Anyway.
Barry White's the one with the crazy deep voice, though, right? That you can feel.
Yeah, he sounded like this. He was like, yeah, let's get it on. I'm doing the opposite of what he actually
Can't
sounds
get
like.
enough of your love.
Can't get rid of your love. That's like what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stacey McGunnigle here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Stacey.
Yeah.
You know, and Barry White was like, yeah.
Would you say, Stacey, would you say that the female equivalent of Barry White is Celine Dion?
Ooh. I'd say so.
Well,
I'd say so. She's getting a lot of.
you don't see a lot of baritone female singers.
I know.
And I
She has
wonder
a
if-
disease now.
I know, it's
Barry
actually
White?
really sad.
Where do you think she got the
It's a
idea?
horrific
Barry White
disease.
also had a disease.
Did he?
Yeah, that's why he died.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, we can't have anything nice.
Well, Stacey is one of the hosts of This Hour Has 22 Minutes,
Thank you.
Canadian
Yeah.
news satire show, and podcaster, comedian,
Yeah.
and good friend. And I talk to you about this podcast all the time.
Well,
you're
I bring it up.
giving me ideas.
And we've been wanting to have her on for a very long time.
Is
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I will corner all of you at any given party. I'll get you, Palazzo, one day, cornered.
Okay.
And I have. Okay. Yeah. But I demand a lot of things from this pod because I know you've got a lot of good fans. I've been to a live show. I brought my nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, you guys talked about Kelsey Grammer. And
You're an aunt.
Yes, I'm an aunt. Can you believe I'm an
Excellent.
auntie?
Congratulations.
We didn't say that in your cred off the top.
My nephew was like, I know Chris is wearing a trench coat, but he's not naked underneath it. I saw his underwear.
Wow.
I said,
Chris,
thanks for looking.
Wow.
Damn.
not the attention you wanted. when
Busted.
you-
Busted.
Well, it was actually a bathing suit, so
Well, I'll tell him.
that's
Oh,
a
embarrassing.
deep cut. Deep cut. Kelsey
Mhm.
Grammer episode. Bathing suit.
Oh, yeah. That was a great app. But anyways, I've been
IMDb
demanding.
trivia.
The best game.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. And I've really demanded and asked and begged
No, I
and
mean to the
pleaded.
Kelsey Grammer live one.
No, to both. I begged to go to both.
Did you?
Yes, I paid.
Did you go to the last one?
No,
No,
I was
but-
out of town.
You
Oh.
did. I did talk to you about it, but you were out of
I
town.
was out of town.
Dang.
Where
Yeah.
were you?
What the fuck?
I was in Victoria. So Victoria, BC.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
I did not do that right.
Was it a good
Mike could probably do that.
Victoria? Was it a good time in Victoria? I've never been to
Oh.
BC. Should I go?
You've never been to BC?
What?
Oh,
I've been to the
Victoria's
Vancouver-
nice, Mike.
Oh, might get you into some little shorts.
No.
Get you by the sea.
Mike, you can't keep making fun of Canada if you don't go see it.
I
Well,
know.
I've been to the Vancouver. I've been to the Vancouver airport, and
That
I like.
doesn't count.
I like the vibe.
No, you
The
don't.
vibe is great.
I relaxed more than I've ever relaxed in my life at the Vancouver airport.
You have beautiful postures. Anyone ever talk to you about that?
Sometimes people say I look very upright.
Stacy, get this. Mike is a sneaky gym rat.
I can tell
He
he's
works
beat.
out all the time. He's
No.
actually in fantastic shape.
What would it take in a very, very friend way for you to just give me a little peek?
Oh,
The
yes.
pod, maybe a little peek, but I can tell you're sort of popping out.
Mike's
there.
always
No.
objectifying women left, right, and center.
Yeah.
It's about time you got objectified, Mike.
Why don't you smile a little more and show me your titties?
Getting a taste of my own medicine, it seems.
Mike's a famous, ogler.
Do you
Oh
think he
yeah,
has washboard abs?
I think they're taught.
I think
No.
I don't think Mike goes for show and he's like, oh, I made ab. He's just fit. I don't think he's
No,
doing
I
anything
think
for
he's-
the look of it.
I think he is actually. I think you're pushing and pulling it, and you're keeping it a secret. And I think we should
Let's
see
see
the
your
business.
damn body.
Mike
You guys
doesn't
wanna
have
see my
any
body?
banana hammock pics on Instagram.
Yeah.
But he could.
Yeah.
It's a
But
crazy
we're
thing.
both going to Edinburgh, Scotland.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys should do some.
There's got to be some beautiful beaches there.
Oh yeah.
By default, we
you
will
got to get your
be.
shirts off together.
We will be the most in shape men by default when we go to Scotland. I think.
Yeah, no, this is good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
You do whey protein, or you doing?
I do salad with chicken, and then I have rice
Yeah.
cakes with peanut butter.
I knew it. You're a rice cake boy.
And
I
then
can feel it.
I have cashews on sale.
When you work out, does it make you feel horny? Like when
While
you're
I'm
working
doing
out?
it?
Well, yeah. Do you think like I'm looking good?
I
wanna-
No, James.
Well, I just wanted
When
to
I'm working
ask.
out, here's my thought. Like today, I was there, and I was like, oh, that old man wearing a beautiful watch is exercising in heavy pants and a dress shirt. That's my kind of thought.
Oh, what
No,
gym
I'm
is
like-
that?
It's the Hone Fitness
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Avenue.
It felt,
Yeah.
it felt hone.
Yes, Hone, the cheapest gym in Toronto.
Yeah.
Can I say something very embarrassing
Yeah.
and real?
Yes.
If I'm working out, I have a basement gym. Maybe we've established that before.
I've seen it.
that I've
very
made
cool.
myself.
Yeah.
It's looks like it could be a dungeon as well.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's like where a
If
demon
I'm
goes
working
to
out
get
hard
fit.
yes, or Buffalo Bill,
Or long legs.
or Long Legs, the new
Oh.
Buffalo Bill. I heard it's quite a ripoff.
Oh.
Or similar.
Hmm.
But the thing is if I'm really pumping iron and
Yeah.
blasting like Iggy Pop, like the Stooges or something,
Yeah.
in my mind, no joke, no hyperbole, I think I'm like the sexiest motherfucker on the
As
planet.
you should. You're
Dude, I love that.
You're blasting
like, I'm
endorphins.
being honest. I have a
that's what
belly,
I'm saying.
but
You're
I don't give a
feeling hot.
fuck. I feel sexy as
But
fuck.
I love
that's
to
why I
hear
was
this.
trying to. That's why I was asking Mike
I
that.
know. I'm
because
surprised that Mike didn't jump
Because
on. And
there are
admit-
other better like guys who are
Yeah,
in
he's
much
being-
better shape
You're
around
being
me.
coy because I think
Yeah.
you love to pump it and you like to see what you're building.
I
pump it in which way?
Well, that's hello. Oh yeah.
Hello.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I don't pump it at the gym.
I think
but
you pump.
there are. The thing is, because if you're doing it alone, of course, because you have no one to compare yourself with. But at Hone Fitness, these Greek guys are in really good shape,
Fuck.
and they're spotting each other, talking in their whatever foreign language it is they speak.
Greek.
But let me. Okay. But this brings up a good point. This brings up Greek.
Playing Europop when I'm just trying to listen to my politics
Get these
podcast.
Greeks.
I knew it. I knew you were a podcast listener when
Yeah.
you work out.
That's
Never-
crazy.
never
How do you
music.
pump iron to people talking about
Plus,
the
that's the-
revolution
And then
from
Arch-
100 years ago?
Well, today I was on the machine and it was like, and then Archduke Franz Ferdinand
Oh, I
was shot
can't.
along with his wife. And I
That's
was
the-
like, yes,
That's
you put your weights
yeah.
down for a moment of silence.
guys, I got some news.
That's the
Get
killer's
the Greeks
anthem.
to the Greek who are themselves.
You gotta get you some slutty pop that's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
like sort of like, don't call me a slut. I'm a
Dude, Charlie
slut.
XCX.
Oh, let's
Brat.
give you a brat summer.
Or dude, let's give him Ice Spice.
Ooh, that'd be
You
good
think
too.
you're the shit? You're just
Yeah.
not even a fart.
you know
or
what
something.
what would be you know what would be such a good show? Because Stacey, I feel like has great like taste
have
and
kids.
stuff, and
Oh, thank you.
Stacey's very like I'm gonna tell you how
What
it
to do.
is.
Yeah,
You know,
Yes.
I would love to see a show where it's like Stacey guiding Mike, through
I would too.
dating or like I don't know something.
Well, am
Yeah.
I a disabled man in some way? And I wasn't
Well, I
aware.
just think you guys would be a funny
Actually,
team.
Mike, yes.
That's why I'm here.
I would love to see Stacey help you across the street, Mike.
We've all written a letter. We'll go slow for you.
How Mike
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant I meant as a mentor.
how Mike got his groove for the first time.
Here's an episode.
No,
so
no,
the
no.
bathroom door is closed, and it's just we see you in frame, and you hear off camera, "I'm finished," and then you have to go in after me.
Well, I think
Okay.
I
Can
think
I-
he would go ahead.
No,
No,
you
please,
go,
please.
you go.
No, I was just gonna say I think you are a ripped, good-looking guy, and I would love to see you just slut it up a little bit. Just give us a show.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? On the subway home tonight, I'm gonna pull out my penis and say, "I am Brat."
I am Brad.
I feel like a judge would understand
And
that.
it's totally flaccid.
If I did see that, I
Yeah.
would.
This court finds
Wow.
you guilty of slaying.
If you had a boner, we would put you away for good. But you didn't. Here's the thing. I just want to counter what Mike said earlier about being at the gym with super muscular
yeah,
guys.
sure.
There's, in my opinion, and maybe I'm sticking up for myself, guys who aren't incredibly cut, but are strong and have still normal, like realistic bodies. That's sexier.
Well, yeah, because a really ripped person is not interesting.
They're like a narcissist.
Is
They're
that what do
not-
you
They got
find that's
nothing to talk about, right?
What, yeah, what do you think hot people really think about it? What do you think if you see a group of hot people? What do you think they're talking about?
stupid stuff? Probably.
Not even funny. What do you think they laugh at?
No, it's true. Well, I always when in
They
TV
laugh at,
shows,
like, spilling their creatine down a sewer.
yeah, or their anklets.
And they go.
They laugh at their. No, they don't laugh at their anklets.
That's true.
They're
Yeah.
like, nice anklet.
I feel like hot people. I mean, I feel like we've all been around hot people, witnessed them, you know, as actors who play the ugly ones, you know.
Yes.
Put hot in quotations.
Yeah, because
There's like TV hot
there's TV hot is what
that
I'm
none
talking
of us get cast for. But
No.
that's fine. In real life,
We're
I
hot.
think we're all attractive.
We're
but
all
in
hot.
TV, when you do, you know.
In Eastern Europe, we would all be TV hot, I think.
Sometimes I get auditions for like movie of the week, like the hunk in the small town, and I'm like, I'm not like I feel good about how I look, but I'm not going to be the small town hunk in a Hallmark movie. Are
I
you? This is
wish.
crazy.
I'm always like, she's sad, she's in beige, and she only wears chapstick. And guess what? She's always got room for a little sweet tooth. I'm always on the verge of a snack.
My breakdowns are always schlubby creep.
But with a heart of gold.
No, yeah. If I'm lucky. It's more like pervert gets killed.
Gets killed.
You were a pervert in a Kate Blanchett movie, weren't you, Chris?
No, I was like kind of
Or
a
you-
hero.
I thought you hated women.
No, she.
The opposite.
I accuse her
Oh,
of she.
sorry.
She plays she was
it Phyllis-
anti-Gloria Steinem type,
Phyllis
anti-feminist.
Schlafly?
Yeah.
So you were just a male ally.
And so you stood
Yes,
up
I'm
for
actually a
all the
male
women.
ally, and the real guy who did that in real life reached out to me on Twitter and told me his story.
Whoa.
The Pie Man, yeah, it was sick.
Whoa.
In
Wow.
Mrs. America, I yell at her and run up and
Oh,
put
right.
a pie in Kate Blanchett's face.
Whoa. What
yeah,
was she
but
like?
it actually had to be a stuntman who did the actual contact of the pie.
Right.
Oh.
But
okay.
I did imitated it like 50 times that day.
And yeah, what was
Dude.
she like?
Fucking cool.
That's
And
awesome.
watching her act is like
Crazy.
your bones are chilled. She's so good. Bone shaker. And she was sweet and funny.
Were you struck by her beauty?
Ooh.
Yes, I was starstruck by Kate
course.
Blanchett.
Yeah.
I loved Kate Blanchett.
She's
amazing.
regal, but I bet you she's a bit nasty, you know? She
Oh.
can,
You think so?
oh yeah.
Wait, in which way?
You know.
I hope so.
She is. She's Australian.
I fucking hope
right?
so. Australians rule. Let's just put it up there.
Well,
Well, not that's not. I don't know if we need to blanket it, but it's cool and she's cool.
Yeah.
yeah. Everyone's beautiful-ish.
We do
Yeah.
have. I know we have listeners in Australia. I'm just throwing that out there because they've
No, they're
reached out
hot,
to
like
us.
and
Yeah, yeah.
cool and
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
part of some of Australia has problems with racism, like all of the world.
Oh, the
All of
whole
the
world. So
The whole, you know what? Planet Earth is fucking racist.
Does everyone have a little bit of time for us to unpack that?
Planet Earth, you racist.
It's true. Chris keeps looking at me worried. I can't take it on.
Okay. I like Australia because I feel like I've said this before, but I feel like Australia is like if Canada was punk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Canada's too kind of conservative for the most part. It's too
Australia
uptight.
is very conservative, though. It's like I
Oh.
think their music is
You've
cool.
been.
Yeah.
No, I just like
music and actors are cool. And
their
movies.
I think their like society is like pretty like.
Mike, were
Have
you
you seen
in? Have
Dawn's Party?
I haven't seen Dawn's Party, but I've
Gotta
seen
see
Wake
Dawn's
in
Party.
Fright.
Ooh.
have you seen Crocodile Dundee?
And that
seen
was that, what?
Dundee?
Have you
Okay.
been to Australia?
No, probably.
That's a
probably
great
won't go.
shirts off place for you.
Yeah, I could
Get
go.
it off.
Oh.
I could get my groove back, in Melbourne, or
Yeah.
Sydney.
Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
Evan would watch some Australian like reality show, and they're always like, "We're going down to Bondi Beach.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to go to Bondi."
Which one was that? What show was that?
I don't remember some kind of show. We'll get to that kind of thing later.
Oh, not now.
Hmm.
What's your workout regime?
Tantalizing.
Well, I play tennis.
Yeah,
sometimes with
you've got
Ennis and Adam Christie and Tom.
I've asked.
And I
they've
do
not
yoga with Adrienne. Shout out. She's in Toronto this summer doing.
She was here a few weeks
I
ago.
wish I went.
My brother
I love
met her.
Is Adrian
Your brother met her?
My brother met yoga with Adrian.
What did he said she was like? She was like, I love her.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You
me
love
too.
her.
I do.
He said
Show Wing. You're rock hard.
But even not even purely carnally, I just love her.
Carnally.
I mean, that's a disgusting word, isn't it? But
well,
I'm carnally into you.
I don't
she's-
want carnal knowledge of Adrian.
she
she's
seemed
very beautiful. But
very
I also
beautiful.
I associate
She's
her with
cool.
I'm going crazy in
She's
lockdown
calm.
and it's
Yeah.
winter and I'm doing her
Yes.
videos and it's like helping my brain.
It's hard
I haven't
to see
quote
a woman
unquote
like that.
done Adrian since lockdown.
Yeah, Adrian took care of all of us, and she was very calm. And her dog,
Oh, Benji.
Benji, of course, he was sick for a bit. I was concerned.
fuck.
You know,
Shout out to Katie Crown too. We started a text message group, me, James, and Katie. It was like yoga with Adrian
Yeah, we were
Really?
talking about
Like-
Adrian. Yeah.
celebration. But then
she's hot. Do you see her wedding pictures?
No,
Guys
I'm
gotta
curious
follow.
what her husband looks like though. Is he hot?
Hot.
Yeah,
Hot.
of course.
fuck.
Mike, sorry.
He's a great big slob.
what did your brother say she was like?
He said that yoga with Adrian was very nice.
I bet
Mhm.
you she smells amazing.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Stacey, I'm sorry to say.
She
no.
stinks?
He didn't have us. He didn't give me a smell report, but I'm sure
He
she
did it.
I'm sure she smelled okay. But it was at the Bentway.
Yes.
There was like there were 3,000 people doing yoga with Adrian.
That's why I don't know
Wow.
if I would.
She's the best. When you do other YouTube workout people, you just appreciate Adrienne. Like she's the best.
I love that you say Adrienne. I think it's Adrian.
Yeah, I think you're right. I
But
pronounce
like
things
your-
weird
No,
sometimes.
I love that you're adding a bit of nuance to our queen.
I also like this woman called Madfit. who-
Wait, this is her
Oh, yeah.
husband?
Yeah, he's hot.
No, he's
He looks
not.
like
He's hot as hell.
I guess he's hot.
That's a terrible photo for anybody.
That face looks like you put thumbs in clay to make eyes.
no. He looks like skinny Oscar Isaacs, which is good.
They're skinny. They're skinny people.
Nah, he's good looking.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
good looking.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
he's
see
good
it here.
looking.
You're right.
He's just not like.
They're skinny people. They like have a glass of wine and you go to pour another and they go, oh.
I wonder if she drinks at all.
I know. I always want to know that.
Oh yeah, they pour wine back into the bottle when
Yeah.
they go to bed.
Oh, we were gonna. Oh.
What do you think
okay.
the odds are that Adrienne is an anti-vaxxer?
I don't think so. You think?
Well, you never know. A lot of like sort of new agey yoga people
go so left
drift
that it's
drift into
the right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I hate perfect lives.
I know.
Mike. Yeah. I also like Madfit, and you know Mike, she's Canadian. Did you know that?
The Mad Fit Girl's Canadian.
The Madfit girl's Canadian.
Oh,
Wow.
She called herself Canned Fit instead of Mad Fit.
Madfit's a good one too on
Yeah.
YouTube. I like her.
You know,
Apparently
I can't
we
do
need
it.
some CanCon fit people.
We really actually do need some CanCon fit people, and you know,
No
I
one's
wonder who
taken
it's gonna
over.
be.
Remember Joanne McLeod and how?
Yes.
Oh, body break.
Body break.
Yeah,
of
they-
I think
course.
Sarah Hennessy did something body break thing videos.
With them.
Well,
Hal Johnson. That's the name of it.
Hal Johnson and
I
Joanne
remember
McLeod. Joanne was hot.
They
back in
were
the day.
very 90s hot in a way that
Oh
felt
yeah,
right.
I
and
still find '90s hot.
It's because it's erotic.
I love
Yes.
like the men's shorts where part of your dick was hanging out the leg.
Like Stacey.
Nuts and bolts were out.
Yeah, I think like everyone should walk through High Park like that.
Stacey, have you seen like just say like Basic Instinct for example?
Right, hot.
There's never been like it's so sexy compared to modern day movies. Are you kidding me?
It's true. I just. It's true.
What's your favorite scene, James? She just recreated the famous leg on
I
a crossing
know,
scene
I
at the
saw
age of
her do
66, and people were like, "You go, girl."
I know that's.
Can I
first
tell
of
you
all,
something?
if I show the full basket and someone just goes, "You go, girl."
Full basket.
Full basket.
You have to agree with this, Stacey. I don't know. You don't have to, but I always thought like a vagina just sitting in a chair means nothing to me.
Was that when you saw it as a teen? You were like, "This means nothing to me."
Well, kind of, because it's like it's not in any kind of
Who
erotic.
cares? Who cares about that?
Turn it off, Mom and Dad.
No, it's like placing a sandwich down on a tray.
Well,
Did you say salmon down on a tray?
No sandwich. God, I'm not.
I like said salmon on a tray, and I was like,
No, I would give a vagina more respect than
First
that.
of all,
it's like
if
a
I saw
sandwich.
if I saw a sandwich on a tray, I would be like, whoa, there she is.
Yeah, you'd be like,
And
whoa,
it's-
are we allowed to see this?
Oh my god.
And there's a little cigarette between the pieces of bread.
Oh my God. Michael Douglas is hot under the collar looking at a pastrami
Michael
sandwich.
Douglas was also like his sexual energy in that movie is
had-
unparalleled.
Well,
One
he
of
had
the
it.
best things about Michael Douglas's legacy, and I don't know if you've seen the new show he's in, but he's almost done.
What is it called? The Kaminsky method or something?
Yeah, baby.
I feel like there's a PA holding him up from
Yeah.
behind in all the press photos.
There's a
Oh.
new show about Rome. That's co-stars Anthony Hopkins. You have to see Anthony Hopkins in it. He's literally standing there, not looking at anybody, and then every now and then he'll say a line like, "Sorry, what?" It's so funny.
Have you seen?
They're literally just holding an old.
Have you seen The Outlaws? Because Christopher Walken is in it. It's like that Stephen Merchant
Oh,
show.
No.
And
No.
Christopher Walken is in it. And it's like, hey, cool. It gives it like some buzz. But Christopher Walken is so old in it. He
Yeah.
can like hardly move, but he's still like his character's like a cool guy, an
Well, isn't-
ex-con.
They're
Isn't
really
he in
trying to
Dune?
capture these guys dying on camera.
Well, because he's in Dune, right? And he was
Oh,
trying, and he was
yeah,
trying to
he's
be a
the
serious
emperor.
actor, but he's like,
Or is that a
"Hey,
spoiler?
you gotta be a good.
Are you
girl."
doing Dune right now?
Yeah.
You know the way to the washroom.
Yeah.
Rest- Chris, we're in the middle of a scene.
Fear is the
I'm
mind killer.
wearing Depends.
Yeah, they had to really turn up his mic. He was gasping.
But what I
in
want to
Dune.
say is like the hit from like the late 80s or mid 90s
Hot.
Michael Douglas of like women driving like
Yep.
torturing his life. It started with Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it did I guess Basic Instinct and then there was
Disclosure.
the one with Demi Moore.
Disclosure.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas gave
so
off a
women
sort
were
of.
giving him a hard time sexually.
He was like a dude in a suit with.
He would do them so well they'd break their brains and go mad.
Michael Douglas for
Yeah.
a while was just a guy in a suit with
Yeah.
a bit too long hair
Yeah.
who was horny as fucking hell.
And he
Yeah.
needed
and
to
women were
come-
driving him nuts.
And he needed to come or he was gonna die.
He
And then
needed
10
to-
years later, he went on a late show, and he was like, I got throat cancer from going down
Oh
on
yeah.
Nope.
No fucking way. Only, and then he goes, my fucking bitch of a wife, Catherine Zeta-Jones, is beautiful.
You know what I think it was from?
Me, throat cancer.
It was from
Yeah.
the cigarette Sharon Stone smoked in that scene in Basic Instinct.
Oh, my God.
And that's
Have
why
you guys seen that video of Michael Douglas? It's recent where he goes, "This is the biggest oyster I've ever seen,"
Ew.
and then he goes like,
No.
and sucks it up.
Ugh.
It's really fucked up.
Oh, my God.
I recommend looking it up.
You should put it on your Patreon so everyone can see.
I agree.
He's definitely,
Business tip.
like, if you watch the new show he's in, I don't know if he's
I don't even like
on-
you saying that.
I
I
know.
want him to be in bed.
That's the thing.
He's an
It's not
acting
even
teacher.
an Ozempic look. It's like
Yeah.
it's like you found a mummy, and it's got like this dried, dehydrated husk of a guy. Okay. Anyways, what I wanted to say was here's a nice little IMDb by me. I will enter it into IMDb tidbit. Michael Douglas in the 2000s claimed he got throat cancer from doing cunnilingus, and one of his breakout roles, Romancing the Stone.
Oof.
Mike is showing us a picture of present-day Michael
But,
Douglas.
right? Romancing the Stone.
Yep.
How does he get accidentally intimate with Kathleen Turner? He slides down a mudslide and his face smashes into her vagina.
Oh, I don't
Classic.
remember
I
that.
fucking saw that as a kid and was like, whoa.
Now that you like.
I was like, honk, honk. My mom gave me a clown horn and I honked it right when that part happened in the movie.
Chris, maybe you're attracted to sort of like funny You're such a natural comedian. Like you like the idea of funny things happening during sex.
Maybe you should watch more
Huh.
like
Didn't you have a
pratfalls and
sex-
stuff for porn.
Didn't you have a sex dream about Marge Simpson?
Oh, wow.
Well, I can't have sex unless I put a banana peel on my wife's vagina and then slip on it. Whoop! I fell in.
I love you.
Woo! Like your penis slips on.
Yeah, my penis slips on a banana peel, or else it doesn't work.
And you hear the Just for Laughs gags music playing, like
Your hands are kind of, you're trying to catch your balance while you're having sex.
Like, you know, those like cartoon legs.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's perfect.
Oh man.
No, honestly, that is what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's romantic.
Potassium is the way.
The thing is like, well, that's the thing. You need a banana to get ready, and then where are you going to put the peel?
Intro complete. So guys, before we get to our evil man this week, I just wanted to mention that we have a Patreon account at patreon.com/evilmen. And if you sign up for $5 US a month, you get 2 bonus episodes a month. And you get to be on our Discord, early access to YouTube videos, discounts to our live shows, and you get to listen to all the old bonus episodes that are on there.
Our
There's a
Discord
million.
is amazing. It's full of so much flavor.
There's
It's
a
great.
lot of fun people on there, I've heard.
Yep, and they're really nice, and we love going in there and talking to everybody. So check it out. Patreon.com patreon.com/evilmen.
Get in there.
We'll see you there.
You know, I subscribe to Patreons.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got one that I do. I dabble in.
Really?
That's
I
nice.
can't get in the comments. I don't know what's holding me back, but you know, your Discord's really inspiring me that maybe there's a community I'm not engaging with.
Yeah.
It's really fun and cool.
It is.
Agreed.
It's nice.
Well, Stacey.
Mm-hmm.
So, you chose this week's topic.
Demanded, harassed, pushed, and shoved, just like Balazzo in his latest workout. It was a push and a pull.
Who did you pick for this week's topic?
I chose the one and only Tom Sandoval.
Yes. Now,
I've heard this name a lot from you guys.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Mike and Chris.
But I need a layman's breakdown of the world before we dive in.
Yeah, we need something. We need this reality show explained in simple terms.
Well, you laugh now, but it's a very complicated atmosphere with a
Oh.
lot of layers
Oh,
and subtleties.
that's true.
It's been over 20 years since Survivor debuted. I'm sure we are in a deep matrix of reality show.
Have either of you guys watched any reality shows or in the
I
Bravo
watched the
verse?
first season of The Circle.
Okay,
Oh, that was good.
that's
I like
okay.
that. I
That's
like
just
that.
okay.
Shit.
It's not a good
I feel
one.
like that's it. And I've
That's
seen
what
like
hot people watch.
I've like people be like, watch this funny thing, and I'll like watch that.
Mm.
But I want to apologize to all my hardcore reality show friends. There's something about it. I've never
No.
been hooked.
There's no, no judgment. I
shame?
mean, it's
Well,
if
there's
any,
a bit.
it's a shame to watch it in a way.
Well, I just think it's quite interesting because this one in particular, Vanderpump Rules, I truly believe, is the canon of all reality shows. If you really want to get in, this is the one to watch.
James talks about it all the time.
And can I say, because like I've watched, I like Love Is Blind. I
Sure.
like The Circle a bit.
Okay.
I used to watch The Bachelor and stuff.
Well,
But
I watched the one where people with like autism date.
Love on the Spectrum, best one, but sort of not a reality TV show.
Are we allowed to
Enjoy it?
Yeah,
we
it
do.
feels weird.
No, I know, but we enjoy it.
well,
Okay, they're not
Ebony
being
like
exploited, right?
I
No
don't
one
think
on
so.
reality shows is being exploited.
no
right?
way.
No.
Okay, cool.
Ebony
never
likes
seen it.
Real Housewives
Of
and
course,
stuff.
of course.
And she started watching Vanderpump, and she'd watch it while she was cooking.
Mhm.
And so I'd be just walking past her, like, "What is that?" And then
Men always say that, or women.
It's
they go-
true, though.
they
I
go,
swear to
"My-
God,
my
it's
husband
true."
was just walking by. And it's like, you have a one-bedroom apartment. Where are you walking? Why
I
are
swear
you
that
walking
is honestly
around?
true. And then it became, we can
Okay.
just leave this on while we're eating. And then I just watched every
the
episode,
best.
all 10 seasons. Or
You
whatever.
stood for 10 episodes behind Ebony's shoulder,
Making
just
her
watching
cook
the
something.
show.
What are you watching that
What is
crap?
this?
What is that?
Yeah, what is this?
But no, for me, it's of this kind of show, I think it's the best.
Well, it's
And I
just-
think Tom,
So
and,
what
ju-
is the base
Well,
premise of
okay.
Vanderpump Rules?
and I just want to say too,
Oh, sorry.
Tom Sandoval, our topic. I would say, Stacey, you know way more about it than me.
Yeah.
The biggest villain, not only in Vanderpump Rules, but I feel like potentially the biggest villain of any reality show.
Well, I wouldn't say that actually.
Okay.
But I would say, like, because I think Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules
Yes.
is truly an egregious, allegedly cocaine for sure, Adderall kind of nightmare
Yeah.
evil man. So Jax Taylor is bad, but Tom Sandoval's literally crashing and burning before our eyes.
Okay. And just to listeners, if you want to watch Vanderpump Rules, there will be some, spoilers. Like, what do you expect? Of course,
I mean,
we're
it's
gonna
been
be
on for
some
10 years.
It's been on
I
for
mean,
10
We
years.
got to journal
I'm
those
fine.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you know what's going to happen, it's exciting to get to that point.
Absolutely.
You know, like books and movies.
Well, Vanderpump Rules, like you're gonna lead this, obviously. and
But
I'll pop in.
feel free to take the lead whenever you want because you know more.
So the quick synopsis of Vanderpump Rules was like when the writer's strike originally happened, no one was making TV. So all of a sudden they like came to Lisa Vanderpump, who was on Beverly Hills Housewives, and she had this restaurant called Sexy Unique Restaurant, Sir. Okay, Sir. And they got the show going with these actual friends that actually worked at the restaurant. And all of the people have since been like, they're all in their close to 30s when the show starts.
They're not the angry restaurateurs, are they, that got famous like 10 years ago?
It's not like Gordon Ramsay,
No.
like,
No.
what is this shit?
Okay.
Lisa Vanderpump is like a beautiful woman who's British who married a restaurateur and ran a bunch of restaurants in L.A. with her rich husband and then became a socialite. And then when Bravo started making Real Housewives, they cast Lisa Vanderpump in Real Housewives and she became a celebrity. Is that right? She's hot, right, Chris? Looking Vanderpump?
She's got some
looking
huge
her up.
heavy naturals you'd love.
Her face is not natural.
No, her
now?
face is gone south, but
She's
you know,
scary
if
a
it was
bit.
raining, those tits
Dude,
would keep you dry. That's
She's
for damn
not
sure.
scary. She's hot.
She's
You know who she looks like? The girl from Dream a Little Dream.
okay.
The lady from... No, she married Patton Oswalt, his second wife.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's cool.
All right, anyways.
So it's
Deep
about,
cut, deep
so
cut.
the show is about these friends, and they were
She
all
looks
like,
scary.
they all live like in shitty West Hollywood apartments, all carpeted. They're really broke. They all kind of look like shit. They're like, they drink way too much. They're all on Adderall, and they do a bunch of coke. And
But never on TV.
No,
but
you
Ebony
never-
told me that is the understanding that they're all doing coke.
and there's code words. So like one of the characters was named like her nickname was Tequila Katie, but it was allegedly tequila was code word for cocaine.
Oh, so
so the show Vanderpump Rules is basically following these, struggling, aspiring actors who
And
are all
models and singers.
who are all servers at a restaurant of a
Sir.
woman who was already famous from Real Housewives. So that's the show. You follow their lives. They're all like Stacey said, they're partying, they're all dating, they're all having sex like with each other, and it's like this
Cheating on
messy
each
thing.
other.
And
Are they inspired to create drama because the cameras are on?
No, they were disasters.
So this is just catching what would have happened anyways?
And that's why this is so good, because a lot of it is not fabricated. They're just absolute disasters.
And I think that's such
Ooh.
a good point, Chris, because if that was the case, it would be dumb. I mean, it is dumb, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It would be like, why would I watch this? But as Stacey said, they were all friends and like really, really were friends and lived together and were dating and like working together. And then so the kind of capturing it all, you get the sense that it's like really when someone cheats on someone or whatever, it's actually like they're devastated or they're getting drunk and partying and pissing each other off. It feels real.
And Sandoval
Cool.
involved, I think it was, it was last year, in a huge affair. And the franchise in the show was about to be canceled. And then this kind of affair was unearthed. And it like reinvigorated the franchise.
Yeah.
And he's
Wow.
such a loser. And he's always been a loser. And then...
Does he
Yeah.
think he's a loser?
no.
No.
is he an aspiring
Interesting.
actor or a musician?
Oh yes,
Oh,
aspiring
all of
actor,
it.
model, musician. Yes.
Just like me.
What I could go
No, he loves
through.
taking his shirt off. We're going to get you there.
Yeah, I could go through a little bit of
Yeah.
Tom Sandoval. Like it's a little different because he's a reality guy. So, Tom Sandoval, born in St. Louis or St. Louis, as Mike likes to say.
Meet me in St. Louis.
And women
Louis.
did. And women did.
Really?
Whoa. Right when he was born?
Oh, yeah.
That he was that hot.
He was
Yeah.
that hot.
He hooked up with the
like
nurse.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was bored and he honked
Three
his mom's
kings went to
tits.
see how hot he was.
They went,
We
woo!
three kings
Hell
of
yeah.
Orient are really impressed by this hot baby.
What a hot baby.
So this was interesting, Stacey. No date of birth was given on his Wikipedia.
Yes.
Partly, and I think that's because he lies about his age,
He
right?
does, and he's had it removed from the internet. Then he goes, yeah, right, I didn't even do that. I don't even care. And he still won't say how old he is.
But
Amazing.
he's
in his
probably
40s.
like 40 something.
43, probably.
He does look great, I would say, in terms of
He's
like he
strung
looks
out.
young.
Well, you just saw him. What do you think?
Yeah. He
He's-
looks rough.
He's the kind of guy. He's
Looks
like,
like he put makeup on a... like... Not a pig. You know what I'm saying, though?
He's the kind of guy, he always had like trendy haircuts. He started painting his nails. You know what I mean? Like he got an earring too, didn't he?
He
But
did.
it's like,
He paints his
you
nails
know,
white.
do your thing. But somehow when a guy like him is doing it, it's annoying.
And he sort of like sounds like this. He's
Yes,
like,
whiny.
dude, my God, Ariana, she's pissed.
Yes.
I should have watched some vids.
Oh.
This is great.
So, as a young man in St. Louis, Tom Sandoval was raised by a single mom who was a firefighter.
And guess what? He's really taking her to task.
Does he?
Oh, well, do we jump around? Like, can we jump around with information?
Absolutely.
Yeah, who
So
cares?
he owns 2 restaurants, and the second one, because of the cheating, was going under. And to make the restaurant happen, his mom gave him like her retirement money. And every
Oh,
reunion,
shit.
Andy's always like, "Did you pay your mom back?" And he's like, "Not yet."
Wow.
I know.
Okay, so Tom Sandoval, he's this guy. He's this kind of like good-looking guy in St. Louis. He wants to get into showbiz. Hey,
Loser.
all 4 of us can relate to that, right?
Hello.
Yes.
So he tries being an actor, a model, lead singer in bands,
Oh,
very
yeah.
bad bands, and eventually becomes a bartender, as a lot of people trying to get into
Mhm.
entertainment do as a day job. Gets a bartender at, as Stacey mentioned, this restaurant called Sir, owned by Lisa Vanderpump,
Sexy, unique restaurant.
SUR.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah. And Lisa Vanderpump, yeah, she's getting famous being on Real Housewives. And, so they cast this new show, Vanderpump Rules, at Sir. And Tom is one of the people who gets cast in the show. And so, it's now like he's going to be on TV and they're going to be showing his life.
This
So
will help with his model, acting, musician career.
that's
Well,
what they're probably thinking.
Yeah. Yes. Although they were told that like doing this reality TV show, because there wasn't a lot of reality TV at the time, this would be ending their careers. And
Is that what they were told?
Well, they were like, reality TV, it's so trashy. And they were all like in their 30s at this point, and they were like, well, this is the last ditch.
So it's not going well. This
for
is like
nobody.
a chance to cash in.
There's
So
no
it's like being a comedian and then deciding to become a real estate agent.
kind of. But like they're really broke. They don't have money. There's scenes where they're like pooling money together for pizza. It's tough.
And I think in the early seasons,
I don't know any comedians who've become real estate agents. Sorry, any, you know what I'm saying?
and I think Stacey, they really
It's a
were broke early on. It feels real. Like they show their apartments and stuff, and they suck. I'm sure that.
They
Do you have
really
any
suck.
idea how much they get paid per season
I
to be on the show?
I think they got paid $10,000.
No.
It's something
Is
like
this
that.
a network
What?
show or is
Bravo.
It was on Bravo.
It on? Oh, okay.
And
But this was back in the day. This is like what, 20?
it's been on 11 seasons,
Oh.
224 episopods.
To me, that's not even that long ago.
I
Yeah.
know.
You know what I mean?
I know. Michael Douglas was still fucking.
He was still licking a
He was
girl's.
still old.
Boop, boop.
He was still old.
So Mike, Bravo has all these reality shows, okay?
Yes.
And Stacey, correct
Andy
me.
Cohen's Empire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Andy Cohen's Empire.
and was Real Housewives was the original Bravo thing that blew this up because
Yes.
yeah, Andy Cohen, this guy, he has like 1 million shows on Bravo.
He has a ton. And then Vanderpump Rules was like the first kind of spin-off where Sheena Shea was having sex with Eddie, what's his name? He was like a
They don't
90s guy. You
Oh,
guys would be
Eddie
Van Halen?
Eddie, the guy from Malcolm
Murphy?
in the Middle.
No,
Eddie.
Cibrian, and do you guys know him? He was like a hot 90s actor.
No.
You guys have all these references, but you don't know anything. How does that feel?
Oh my God.
Eddie Sibian?
Eddie Sibian, like the Sibian machine that they'd ride on Howard Stern.
He was like a hot, like, Eddie Cibrian, I think. Let me
Eddie-
look this up.
Bart Simpson?
Oh my God. Remember this guy from like the 90s?
Vanderpump Rules fans are going to be so mad at me and Chris.
I
know.
do, but you know what?
Can I
he
see
seems like
Stacey?
he is famous
Oh,
in
barely.
in
Barely.
women's world.
He was, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Famous in
Like, let's
women's
look at his
world.
big movies here. The Cave, The Best Man Holiday,
You think I'm sitting down?
Sunset Beach. What the fuck?
You think
Third
women are
Watch?
watching this?
I never seen anything like that.
None of them have good stars.
Baby Daddy.
The Single Moms Club. Good Deeds.
The Playboy Club.
So who
that's
was-
pretty
Well, that
sick.
one
Who
got
was-
your fancy, huh?
Who was dating Eddie Symbian?
One of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was
Oh.
married to him, and then he had an affair with Sheena Shea from Vanderpump Rules. And Brandy Glanville basically goes like, I know who the fuck you are. You're the other woman. Don't talk to me. And Sheena's like, oh, and walks into the background of Sir, and that's the first episode.
Oh shit.
It's a very famous crossover.
So, Stacey, I thought maybe I'd give an overview of
Yes.
some of Tom Sandoval's scandals and storylines
Yes.
on Vanderpump Rules.
I love this.
Okay. So try to follow along, Chris and Mike. So, when the show started, Tom Sandoval was dating a woman called Kristen Dowdy.
Okay.
Okay.
Was she on the show too?
Oh, and she's
She's a main
and
cast
she's
member
a
on the show.
train wreck.
Yes.
Is anyone sort of well adjusted on this show?
No.
No.
But she's like a full booze hound, drugs, like manic, crazy
Yes.
Kristen.
no.
So early on in the show, Tom's dating Kristen, and just correct me at any time, Stacey, but
Mhm.
Tom says to his girlfriend Kristen that he did at one point make out with another girl who works at Sir, named Ariana, this blonde girl.
He made out with her at the Golden Nugget in Vegas.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh, dude, did you see
I
a
didn't
guy and a
see-
blonde girl
I
making
did.
out?
What'd you think of the
I
Golden?
saw a guy and a blonde girl making out at the Golden Nugget.
Did you like the Golden Nugget?
Oh, I don't like Vegas at all. I don't think.
I know, it's a wild
It's not
time.
my thing.
Well, Tom infamously is told, they're like, ew, you did what? He goes, what? I freaking love the Golden Nugget. He loves it. He's like, this is the best place.
I freaking love it.
I love the Golden Nugget.
So Tom is, he's dating Kristen. He did have that little mistake on his own end, but in a huge thing
Mm-hmm.
in the show, Tom finds out that Kristen had sex
Mm-hmm.
with Tom's best friend, whose name is Jax,
Jax Taylor.
Jax,
Sick.
which is pretty awesome. Not his
Yeah.
real birth name. He came up with
He
that.
sounds like a cyborg bounty hunter.
Yeah. And
He's like a character in Killer Instinct, the
He has
Nintendo
a
64
gun that comes
game.
out of his arm.
And Jax was a model and lived in a model house with Channing Tatum. And allegedly, they were gifted to men who were interested in them. In this modeling house.
Okay.
Oh,
They sort of-
Channing did that too?
Yeah.
Chris, you if you were a Hollywood bigwig, you wouldn't
Wouldn't what?
take it up that kind of offer if these men were offered to you. Like that's crazy,
The
no?
perfect men were offered to me on a platter?
Yeah.
Chris, do you want the perfect men tonight or what?
So
Well, I guess in an alpha dog sort of dominating sort
right.
of way.
You'd go, get over here.
Yeah, get
have-
over here, you fucking little slut.
Yeah. And Jax
To
Taylor would go.
Tatum? Me?
Yeah, and you make him dance for you. And
Dance, Channing Tatum. Show me your little tight butt cheeks.
As you're talking it through, I do see the appeal.
See?
what
Yeah.
song
You
would you want him?
totally do it.
You do it. Oh, James.
You would have a whip.
I get that. I
You'd
know.
be like Marcello Mastroianni in 8.5 with a whip, whipping lash marks, red lash marks on a Channing.
Maybe
butt
Timothy
cheeks.
Chalamet. I would do
You
that
would?
too.
No.
Would he be
I don't
the-
know.
What sort of dance? What sort of song would you want him to dance?
Timothy Chalamet seems frail.
I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
you want a
Bonnie.
beefcake.
I'd want to get him a sandwich, you know. He's such a
Yeah.
little
Your
boy.
perfect man died as we transported him to you tonight. Here's the remains of Timothy Chalamet.
Bones rattling around in a pencil case.
Why do
Little tiny pencils.
Why do people say his name is Timothée?
It's a French.
that?
It's a French
looks like it.
spelling.
No, who's saying Timothée?
Well, no one.
No, but don't people say
Timothée.
it's Timo? It's technically
Remember those
Timothée.
commercials? Timothée.
I don't know. I think if you say that, there's something wrong with your own noggin.
Oh,
but
well
he
said.
is a half French guy.
Look
Okay.
at his name. It's just a classic old, meat and potatoes Timothy.
Well, so Tom's girlfriend Kristen, she's
Yeah,
having sex
yeah.
with Tom's best friend.
Jack.
Jax.
Literally
Who
like
lived
me
with
having
Channing
sex
Tatum
with-
in the
And-
man house.
And they
Yeah.
had sex while, because they had lived, I believe Jax and Tom lived in this apartment where they, with a sheet, separated the living room. And it was really sad where they lived, and the apartment's really disgusting.
But they're all
Yes.
hot people.
They're all hot.
But they're not like model hot. This is like early
Oh,
aughts. Like,
oh.
well, I'll show you photos.
Bad
but
haircuts.
very and they had sex while Tom was in the room, and they were
Asleep
watching
in this bed.
and they were watching Drive.
That movie rules.
It does. It is a good movie.
I like that LA is full of like really attractive people living in squalor.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
terrible
yes.
apartment.
The rugs
It
were
is a great thing
dirty.
to imagine.
I'm gonna give you some photos.
And for a long time, Tom Sandoval lived in an apartment where he couldn't run the air conditioning and have the microwave work.
yes,
Remember
that's
that?
the same apartment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
But
So
yeah.
this is
Mhm.
her
Every man's
first, this
worst
is her in the
nightmare.
first season.
Stacy's showing a picture of Kristen to Mike and Chris here.
That's the dress they had to wear at work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she looks
You
great.
know, I don't know.
You like it?
So
I don't know.
The heavies aren't natural enough.
No, it's not just that. Not just that.
But
No,
Chris,
no.
imagine this.
She looks
You-
like,
you-
you can.
I know.
Anyways.
But Chris, imagine this. You're in your bed, you're sleeping, and your damn best friend is having sex with your girlfriend in the other room
While they're watching
while they're
Drive?
watching Drive.
Hardly
Oh
any
my
dialogue in
God.
that. So what were they?
You'd have to
what
be
did
so
s-
quiet
that'd be
because
gross.
you'd have to be quieter than Ryan Gosling in Drive.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is gross because
Yeah.
Jax Taylor's all red and beefed.
Yeah, he's kind
like
of a
grunting.
bloated guy.
I feel I can smell meat when you describe it,
Yeah.
like cold cuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a photo of the apartment so you can see how sad it was.
But so, are we supposed to like have
No,
sympathy for Tom?
In this
now?
moment, I would say yes.
Not
like
really.
you don't think
Well,
you'd feel sympathy
Can I
for
ask,
Tom?
does Tom exact revenge?
Well, Michael, great question. Yes. Tom punches Jax in the face.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
I didn't think anyone could ever punch Jax.
And then Jax, I think unrelated, got like 20 nose jobs after this.
He got a bunch of nose jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
so Tom and Kristen break up
I'm looking up Jax.
because Tom's
I'll show
going,
you.
"You're literally going to have sex with my best friend while I'm sleeping next door in the other room.
Yeah.
We're done." And Tom ends up dating Ariana, the
Right.
blonde girl who he made out with when he was with Kristen.
And they all work at the same restaurant.
all
Yes.
work at the
also.
same
Okay.
restaurant. Now, um,
No,
first
that
of
looks
all,
like
just so people know, Chris has just Googled the word Jax, not Jax Vanderpump Rules. So he just is asking me if this random woman named Jax is Jax.
Is it Jack? The Robin Williams movie?
Exactly.
what's his real name?
Jax Taylor. Oh, it's
It's like Greg Anderson or something, but he
Yeah.
just came up with a stage name. Anyway, so Tom dumps Kristen.
He looks like a Jax
I know, isn't
or
he?
a Bruno.
Yeah. Well,
But that's
he
a
got
nose job right there.
one of.
Oh, he's had many.
And
Why
he-
is he going crazy with his nose?
and he
He's
got
like
arrested-
freaking
and he got
Laurence Olivier over here.
We also got arrested because he stole sunglasses from the Sunglass Hut.
Yep.
Do they remain as roommates even though this terrible
They
thing
did.
has? Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
did.
Tom
He
got
looks like in this picture with the tats and the V-neck. He looks like one of the creators of the sketch comedy show The Dessert.
Tom kind of gets over Jax having sex with his girlfriend pretty fast
Because he was cheating on.
because he was having
Kristen
sex with
with
Ariana at the same
Ariana,
time.
yeah.
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 So now Tom is with this woman Ariana, who is a very pretty blonde-haired woman.
Sort of boring, brings nothing to the table for 10 seasons, but we
Okay.
love her.
I agree. I always found her corny,
yeah.
and she's like not interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so in season 3, a rumor arises that
Mhm.
Tom has cheated on Ariana with
Yes.
a random girl in Miami.
Miami girl. That's what she's
Yeah.
known as. They
Cri-
never give her a name.
Okay.
Really? And she doesn't come on the show?
She does.
She does.
But they
Chris.
still
Miami
call her
girl.
But
Miami
listen to
girl.
this.
God.
Listen to this. Kristen, the ex-girlfriend, becomes very interested in this idea that Tom is cheating on his new girlfriend.
Because Kristen becomes obsessed
She
with
becomes
everyone's
obsessed.
business and
Okay.
loves receipts.
Kristen finds out
Okay.
who this Miami girl is,
Yeah.
flies her to LA, and has her confront Tom and be like, "I had sex with you. Why are you denying it?
And
Why are
he's
you
working
denying
at the
this?"
bar, and she's like, "We had sex." He's like, "No, we fucking didn't." And she's like, we did.
But they did.
They did.
They most
It'd
likely
be
did.
weird to
Yes.
whine and say no, we didn't.
He's like, oh my God, we didn't. It was
But
like
also,
that.
like, it'd be weird to fly to a different city to be like, you dead. Like, would you use your time that way?
Remember when we had sex?
It
Hey,
is
will
true.
you-
It's
Will you fly to LA from Miami?
But was this all to ruin his
Yes.
new relationship?
Yes.
Ah.
it
Well,
isn't
the other person wanted to ruin it. The
Kristen.
Miami girl didn't give a shit.
the
But
Miami
So
girl.
how'd she get duped in?
Because she was like, I'm available.
The Miami girl, I think, didn't have a lot going on,
She
and
No.
They don't. No one has a lot going on.
No.
And this wasn't, again, I know this sounds all premeditated, but it really was, it's such a dark thing to witness because it's like the cameras were bad. Everyone was still sorting out what reality shows look like. and
Yes.
they all looked like shit. You knew Sandoval had been wearing that shirt behind the bar for 4 days.
yes,
You know the reality show that they passed around on like social media a couple years ago, where someone was giving an HJ like in a hammock or whatever? What one was that?
HJ in a hammock. Let's get more specific, Chris.
was it
Does
the?
that
No,
happen
I know. I think it was the Golden Bachelor.
The
Was
old,
it?
the old man?
Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
Big Brother Junior?
Or maybe it was like it might have been sex hammock.
This week on Sex Hammock.
Do you think you could have sex in a hammock?
Nah,
You could with your
really.
core strength, Mike.
Well, maybe, but let's not get into that.
Look at his legs. He could perch.
I think so. I think Mike could
Well,
be
are
on
his feet
top.
still on the ground, but the hammock's in between his legs.
No, but you're in the hammock and you're having sex with a woman. Do you think you could do it? Do you think you could core stabilize enough?
Would the whole thing collapse, or is it?
No, I'm,
is
I'm,
No.
I'm guaranteeing you safety.
All right, I'm in.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Wow.
bet.
I'd like to dream.
I
I'd
hope-
like to dream.
I hope
yeah.
you do perineum strength things. What's that thing?
Calisthenics,
No, that thing that when you taint strengthening that women do.
Kegels.
Kegel. Michael, I hope you're working on your Kegels.
I saw you Google an idea with Stacey.
Yeah, this was very good, Stacey. I also literally touched my taint when I did that to help find
help
the
find
word. Anyway, okay. So back to Tom and Ariana. They're dating. You just kind of like, other than the
It
Miami.
might have been the surreal life I'm thinking of.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
I'm
you for
sure-
that.
I'm sure they're jerking it in a hammock.
So, other than
Sorry.
other than this Miami girl incident, I mean, Tom and Ariana seem like this real serious couple.
But
Ariana
Tom-
wasn't the one who was with Jax.
No.
She's
Oh,
kicked
that,
to the
that
curb.
was Kirsten.
Okay.
Kristen, yeah. And then, but Tom is a loser and is
Yes.
lame and thinks he's really, really cool.
Yes.
How embarrassing.
Are we covering when she has her birthday and he does?
Do
Okay.
it, do it.
Okay. Oh, you don't have it. Okay.
No, I
so-
do, but go for it. You do it.
So infamously, Ariana was having a birthday and her dad had died, and she
Pretty
was
bad
like,
gift.
"Yep, hello." And he was like a year. It was like the year anniversary, and she's like, "I want you to be here for my birthday because this is the year my dad's not gonna call me and say happy birthday."
Like his girlfriend's dad dies, and his girlfriend's like, "I want you to be here for my birthday. It's hard for me for my birthday.
But
My dad's died."
he's supposed to go to Vegas with his best friend Tom, and he has a best friend with the same name, and Jax. They're all gonna go to Vegas, and he's like, "Oh, but we're gonna go to Vegas," and she's like, "I really need you to be here," and he's like, "I'll always be here for you, but they said that we're going to like a construction site and we get to smash stuff with bulldozers, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go."
I have the exact quote.
Okay.
So Ariana's like, "Please don't go anywhere for my birthday. My dad died." And he goes, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm always going to be here for you. But apparently he told me we're going to a construction yard and we're taking bulldozers and like crushing shit with bulldozers."
and
and
he
he-
does end up going on the guy's trip.
I think Ariana's dad would have wanted that.
And do you want me to show you a photo of Ariana for context?
Yeah.
I could see Chris and Mike thinking she's hot.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, she's pretty.
So
no
does it
doubt
cut
about it.
between her crying and then them smashing stuff on a
Yes.
construction
Basically.
site? That's
Yes.
good.
Ariana's
Amazing.
lame too. Like, remember Stacey for her birthday? She did like a kid's birthday party as
Yeah.
adults. It was
She's-
weird, but
yeah.
whatever. Still,
Mm.
that's shitty of Tom to. Okay, so Stacey's showing you a picture of Tom and Ariana.
Now,
there.
this is Ariana, and I'm not saying this calling out because I'm sitting here with a ton of extensions in my head, but
really.
yeah, but she, I always liked Ariana because she had thin hair. And I really liked that about
Stacey,
it.
I would have never
Okay.
known there was extensions in there.
18 inches, fellas.
Kind of like
Don't
how,
fall in love.
Kind of like how I like bald guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dude.
Hey, what's up?
It's like when two people in a Cherokee pass each other and wave.
Oh yeah. When I see a woman with thin hair, I go, "Hey, queen." Hair dried.
There's no way. I can't believe it.
I'll let you touch it after.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's like rice beads.
Wow.
I know.
Never would have known.
Well,
Well, did this end the relationship because of
No.
the...
No,
Oh, okay.
no. She
stood
got
by her
over it.
man.
she stood by.
Okay.
But Tom did other sort of douchey things in their relationship. Ariana is bisexual. And
She came out.
at one point, Ariana,
When he was in Vegas?
just in general,
Just in
and
general.
one night, Ariana, Tom, and another cast member named Lala were in a car, and Ariana went down on Lala, and I do mean downtown.
Yep, she
Oh
slipped
my
on a banana
gosh.
peel and off she went.
Michael Douglas
She
style.
Michael
Yes.
Douglas style.
And anyway, after this happened, Tom bragged to everybody, you know, my
He's
girlfriend,
wearing a big fedora hat while he's saying this, if you can imagine, smoking a cigar.
my girlfriend licked the woo woo of another girl. Wow, how great! And
Well, I was
Ariana's
driving.
yeah, and
Wow,
Ariana's
I
going.
didn't participate at
He-
all.
But he's saying that while Ariana is working in the background.
Okay.
And she's
At a
going,
restaurant?
hey, that's not for you to say. And also, my sexuality is not for you to reveal to everybody. And I can't believe you're bragging that I licked a girl's.
Basket.
Cha-cha.
Yeah.
Hoo ha.
I love hoo-ha.
I love hoo ha.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Now, another sort of, I'm just giving like various douchey things Tom did over the show. Here's another thing I thought, I personally thought
Did
was.
he recently? He's the guy who took shots at former President Trump, right? Thomas Crooks. Sorry, not Tom Sandoval. I got the
Wow.
Toms confused. Right?
There's nothing more lovely than watching your
That
eyes
was good.
light
That
up
was good, Mike.
with a B-side Wikipedia fact. I
You
love
don't know
that.
his name?
No.
He's one of the most famous recently dead guys out
He
there.
sounds
Apparently-
really ugly,
my
Mike,
God.
and I don't care
Oh,
about
Guys-
he was not
Okay,
a
I wanna
good-looking
see
wait,
guy.
no, hang on. Did you hear this? Apparently, his last Google search before he died was the word porn.
Who?
Thomas Crooks.
Really? Monster.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
He was
Oh.
President Trump was almost killed by a masturbator.
So that happened about 2 weeks ago, maybe not even.
Oh, okay. I'm now caught up.
Yeah.
I know
But
exactly what you're talking about
this,
now. Yes, yes.
This episode's coming out a few weeks even after that.
yeah,
Yeah.
But we're still like kind of close to it happening. Maybe
Mhm.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we're rocked. Like
But
we
I
held
wanna
each other.
say,
We
I
were so worried.
I want to say, for real, it's kind of hilarious how it wasn't a big deal. Like it was, but it's like you can feel the world not wanting to care
Care.
about the story.
Yeah. Well, I do think the immediate aftermath was very odd, where suddenly like Jack Black's like, I'm canceling my tour because someone.
What'd you think about that?
I thought it was lame.
thought it was
mean,
lame too.
what are we now?
I
Like
don't know what the
canceling
hell's
ourselves
going
about
on there.
joking about Donald Trump?
You know what we're talking about.
No, I don't know what the hell he's going on about.
Jack
I think
Black
it's
ending
stupid.
Tenacious D because he made some soft
And he's
jokes.
laughing in the moment. Who like whatever? Maybe it's in poor taste, I guess. But what are you doing? Come on.
Everyone made that joke. Maybe they were having some sort of internal issues, and then that was the last straw.
Just like on Vanderpump Rules.
think-
Oh my God, Michael!
Oh,
I think
wow.
Kyle Gass had sex with Jack Black's girlfriend.
No.
While they were watching Drive in the other room.
You know
You
what?
went to- yeah.
You don't want your girlfriend to have sex with Kyle Gass. No disrespect. I just don't want to think about that.
He's bald.
I don't have
But
a
he doesn't-
problem with balls.
He doesn't have bald energy. I think
No.
the issue that people have with people being bald is that they have a bald energy. Like you don't have a bald energy. We've talked about this.
We have.
We have talked about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
But you know what
I'll
I'm
take
talking
it.
about.
Bald energy.
Bald energy. There's some people where I'm like,
And
I
there's
guess
guys with hair that have bald,
energy. This is what I'm talking about. So this
interesting.
isn't like, oh, like I think people who don't have hair don't always read bald. It's just my PSA.
I'm hearing you,
Interesting.
girl.
Don't you think?
I don't read bald.
You don't read bald at all.
That's amazing to me.
Really? I feel like you'd like to hear that.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I want my whole being to be bigger than just the hair that's missing on the top of my
but
head
I'm
for sure.
saying that's not even part of the equation for you.
Amazing. I'm so happy.
You actually sound sadder than you've ever
I feel like
sounded.
this is like a breakthrough in a therapy session or something.
I'm not bald.
Do you think
Hey, Mom, I'm not bald.
I don't
I've
think
never been bald.
you don't read as bald. This is like you've got great style. You look great.
It's
Oh,
true.
thank you,
I
thank
actually
you. That's
literally,
really
yeah, I know
Nice
what you're
shirt.
trying to say. If
Oh,
like,
you don't think I'm landing the
no,
plane?
I do. I just, if you said to me, "Is Chris bald?" I'd almost be like, "No."
No,
oh, yeah, I
exactly.
guess
That's
he
what I'm
is, but it
saying.
doesn't. It's just not a thing.
But there's
You're
people.
over there.
But there's people. But there's people that you go, oh, they're bald. You know, like I feel.
They're bald, and I don't want them here.
Exactly. Exactly. And we know exactly who they are.
Wow.
Some of them we know.
Oh my god.
Is that crazy? Let's talk about it in the Discord, on the
I think
Patreon,
I've
and
had
just
a-
give me your
I
thoughts.
think maybe one thing is I'm lucky enough that I've had enough fuzz on the top that a big shine doesn't happen. I don't
also-
have a big shine.
I guess that's your
and
fear.
I don't bick it.
You've also got a nice fuzzy body. I love that chest hair.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't
Oh
bick
my
it.
god.
No, but like our friend Jordan Foisey, right? I always
Yeah.
go, and then I notice when he gets a haircut, I go, "You look amazing." And he just brings it down a bit. I go, "You don't read as someone who is bald.
Boise, no
I know what you
way.
mean.
Doesn't read."
I know what you
I
mean.
know.
I know what you mean.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if people ask in the comments, I'll give a list of people who have bald energy.
So any bald man listening,
Paul Shear.
and I'm thinking
Bald.
of
Bald.
Boise more than me, but if you want to get over, the public's scrutiny of your baldness, be incredibly brilliant and hilarious.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
With Boise,
Winston
maybe me a little
Churchill,
bit, maybe me a
Michael.
little bit.
Bald.
Hilarious.
Well,
Bald.
and a genius. Well,
The tip of Michael Douglas's dick.
Michael Douglas, bald energy.
Oh, wow.
Think about
He's
it.
still got a great head of hair, even
Kurt-
though he looks like a sarcophagus.
But he's bald as the
he's
days.
probably got plugs. Don't you think?
Well, he sort of looks
Michael
current day now.
Plugless.
I've heard. You know who has plugs? Apparently, I've heard McConaughey,
Oh, he's bald.
Bruce Willis, like a
Yeah.
lot of these celebs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, Bruce
how
Willis
about
was like bald for a bit.
yeah?
But Bruce
Yeah.
Willis doesn't have bald energy.
Right.
But what about this?
Nice.
You know
I
who
love
got
this.
plugs in a fucking major way? A certain president who stepped down because he has maybe dementia.
Biden?
I'm talking about Joe Biden. You ever seen Joe Biden in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plugged.
And then look at him now.
Yeah.
plugged.
Right.
Hey, good for
Him,
him.
him with a spray tan yelling at, what was his, Lester Holt or whatever? Have you seen that interview? He's like, "What's your problem? I'll spray tan." That poor woman who had to spray tan him is
I
crazy.
think they spray
Yeah.
tanned his damn tongue. He couldn't speak properly.
That might be the
You
problem in
guys
the
are
debate.
So is Tom? He's still
Back
with
to
us?
Tom.
Back-
Tom Sandoval?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still with us. So,
Okay.
where we're at in Tom's life is, I'm just giving you a few douchey things. He's with Ariana, being kind of a douche. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say this is just my point of view, but I always feel with Tom Sandoval, he's the kind of guy who, he's always trying to look good on camera, but you don't believe it's sincere.
No, it's not.
He's always trying to sort of give these like, I'm really evolved, this good guy. I don't believe it. Like, for example, when Jax was getting married to Brittany, they hired a minister to do their wedding, and the minister, it was revealed, had made homophobic comments on Facebook, and
Can you believe?
they fired him or whatever. And then, it was kind of already dealt with, and then I really felt like Tom on camera was trying to make a show of like, I really have a problem with that. And it's like they've already fired the guy. They've like, what? There's no reason for you really to rehash this except to show how sort of evolved you are. This is my opinion, and I know it's BS because later Tom Sandoval starts talking about how tough it is to be a white guy now.
I
So it's like
know.
you're not like he's trying to cut. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insincere in my opinion. His sort of.
He buys extravagant gifts. He also,
Yeah.
Ariana was going to release a cocktail book, when
Yes.
and he wedged his way in there because they both think that they're mixologists.
His girlfriend's
Right.
making a book about cocktails, some bullshit thing because she's on a show.
You can't Google
And he
it.
got jealous and was like, we should co-write it. And then he gets so busy, he doesn't even do it. And Ariana doesn't even get to write the goddamn
I was
That
too
is
busy
true.
to-
Whenever I want to try a new cocktail, I Google it. and
You
I
buy a
make it,
book.
and then it's gone. Why do you? Yeah.
Sorry, baby, I got too busy to write my dark and stormy recipe.
I forgot the word for lime.
So as Stacey mentioned, they all start off kind of as broke actors, and then Lisa Vanderpump allows Tom and his other friend Tom to invest in a new restaurant called
5%.
Tom Tom. And then
Tom?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then and so now he's kind of being more of a restaurateur. He's making more money. They're starting to get rich. His ideas for the restaurant are really stupid, really elaborate cocktails that have like dry ice and steampunk decor. Like he's obsessed with that kind of stuff.
And then Lisa Vanderpump is like, you have like a 5% stock in this restaurant. He's like, but it's ours, man. We got to make it cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Eventually, the two Toms also make another restaurant on their own called Schwartz and Sandy's.
Schwartz
What's
and Sandy's.
that named after?
Everyone hated the
Oh,
name.
Tom-
Sandoval
Sandoval.
insisted on it.
Right.
Yeah. Schwartz
What's
and
Schwartz?
Sandy's.
Tom
That's his
Schwartz.
buddy Tom Schwartz.
So
yeah.
Tom Schwartz, and he's a loser. That could be a whole other episode, but I am oddly attracted to him, but that doesn't speak well
I
of
get
my
it.
own mental health or where I sort of see myself,
Right.
you know.
Now,
Has anyone here been to any of these restaurants?
our friend Caitlin Howden, who listens to the podcast, I know has been to Schwartz and Sandy's.
Oh yes, and she cornered Jax and talked about sports bars.
Yeah.
No
Hey,
way.
Now Ebony's here. Ebony, do you
And
want to
her-
jump in for a second just
her
to give any
husband
takes
sports
on
bar, okay.
Tom
Mhm.
Sandoval? You can use my
Oh, yeah.
microphone,
Cool.
but I just thought I'd let Ebony jump in because she has a lot of thoughts on Tom Sandoval.
Hi, Ebony.
Oh wow! Hi guys,
Hey,
this is
Ebony.
an honor and a thrill.
Yes.
Yeah, no. The last I heard that you guys were talking about how our friends Caitlin Howden and Kayla Lorette did go to Schwartz and Sandy's,
Which was unbelievable.
unbelievable, and they really described going in and the initial decor as just being too many ideas,
Too many ideas.
too many fabrics, too many textures, and kind of not enough women there. Sort of a humiliating energy.
Yes.
Oof.
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 Yeah,
So it's sort of like when you walk in, it's like a restaurant explosion.
Yes.
a bit. Yeah, but empty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very empty.
Is
And
that part of the concept for the restaurant that no one is there?
I think not by design initially, but it has become part of the concept.
And it was in a strip mall. And little fact,
Oh.
right around the corner from where I used to live in Los Angeles.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Yes, where I was
If
terribly
only.
depressed. It really would have saved my life, maybe.
I thought Los Angeles was good for your mental health.
Yeah, I know. I'm the 1% on that one.
Heard that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I also know that night, Tom Sandoval got up on the bar and started playing his trumpet, which he does a lot.
We didn't even mention this. He is a
Can't believe we haven't
trumpet
mentioned the
player.
trumpet.
Wow.
He plays trumpet really badly.
Quite poorly.
Okay. Well, that's good that he doesn't let that stop him.
Does he wear a fedora when he plays?
Let me see if I can pull this up for you.
I think he has.
Yes.
I love it.
Ebony, do you have any sort of like overall takes before we're about to get into Scandival? But prior to getting into Scandival, do you have any just sort of overall general feelings that you want to express of an overall summary of your feelings of Tom Sandoval to Chris and Mike who don't know anything about him?
Okay, wow, the pressure's on. I do want to reiterate what Stacey's saying, that there is an uncomfortable way that we are all attracted to Tom Schwartz, and that
I know,
Tom
it's
Sandoval's
not
kind of
good.
the shadow side of that. And I think that Tom Sandoval, while I find him quite disgusting to look at, is still handsome enough that I've never seen someone who is that much of a loser and that unself-aware, and
Yes.
that many people kind of kept going, I guess, for so long.
For so long.
Because he's not a fun hang.
No, he's not cool. He's not fun.
Right.
He's deeply unlikable in a way that I find fascinating.
Yeah, that truly is.
I like that. It's almost like this cosmic unspirituality.
It is. There's
Oh, wow.
It's a real kind. It's the kind of narcissism where you go, no one's home in there. There is no one inside.
There's no one available. I couldn't imagine him alone sitting on his bed, being like, the moments before he sleeps, I don't want to know what passes through the brain.
Oh my God, I'm picturing like the howling of wind that passes through an empty like sort of fjord passageway type thing. Do you see what I'm saying?
But if the kind of if the
like
phonics
a
of the
cave,
fjord were like with his voice, so it would kind of be like an. But that,
Oof.
yeah.
Can I ask? Was there a food review? What was the food like?
Oh.
Quite bad, I think. But also at some point there was kind of a shot that they were all passing out, and Kayla and Caitlin kind of just stood there until they were handed one, and then it was in like a test tube.
Test tube
like
shots.
a what do I mean?
Syringe.
A
Shooter?
syringe. It was a
Oh,
syringe.
Oh.
And they both took a little bit and then said it was so disgusting that they couldn't finish it, and they said that directly to Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz, which is the most
Wow.
proud I've ever been of any of my friends
Yeah.
at any moment.
Yes.
Just earnest feedback from
That
really
is
strong
quite the
women.
Yeah.
experience.
They're not
Yeah.
used to that.
That's
Oh.
quite the experience.
Can we play videos on this
In
thing really
memory.
quickly
I'm
for
gonna-
context? This is him playing.
Thanks for having me
Yeah,
on.
hold it up to the.
This is him. This is him playing trumpet.
Do some live instruments today. It's about to go down. We're ready.
Hold on, this is a super cut by a fan.
I hate it when they do that.
I don't know why I think the way I do.
So he's known to play trumpet.
Who's that?
Honey, why?
That's Lala.
Why am I
Who's
so-
that?
Don't give him any reason. Don't give him any. I'm not gonna give him any reason. I am
Who's that?
so pumped.
Lala.
Oh, right.
That's Ariana went down on Lala.
Yes, in the car.
Fired from Sir. I was really devastated. So to have play it back real quick so I can see.
So they're
This is Tom coming in to play trumpet.
Thank you, Lala. Every time I pull out my trumpet, it's an expression of my feelings.
his voice was not an exaggeration.
Oh, he's got a mute.
I have this way to just lose myself in the music.
Can't play.
It's awesome.
Damn.
There you
dude.
go, Tom Sandoval.
Sandoval's trumpet playing.
Well, as a former
Oof.
brass player myself,
Oh.
I feel like a
Trombone.
kinship with him. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys, we're at the final thing about Tom Sandoval, which is his most famous thing, which is Scandoval.
I just want to say and ask,
Mm.
does most of the world feel the same way about him?
Yes.
Yes.
He's just a slimy little loser.
He has no fans.
I think he does, but I'm sad for them, and I hope that they're okay.
Like he has fans, like how a charlatan who teaches you how to like buy crypto has fans.
Yeah, or like your friend who kind of has daddy issues is like going to a dive bar to watch a guy named like Rick play guitar, and you're like, Chrissy, don't. And she's like, I'll be good. No, I told Rick it's over. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that again. And then
I'm going to see him at night as a friend.
and she's gonna go, pay for Rick to get a pound of wings, and she's gonna,
Fucking Rick.
yeah, exactly.
Rick the pig.
So have you guys heard of the term Scandoval?
I have
Yeah.
ambiently, but I didn't know what
Yes.
it meant.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what Scandoval essentially was. Spoiler alert. So Tom's in this serious relationship with Ariana, okay? Ariana becomes really good friends with a girl named Raquel. Now, it's easy to be sympathetic to this Raquel,
Because
okay?
she's dumb.
She was dumb.
Okay.
She seemed sweet, innocent. Lala famously called her Bambi-eyed bitch.
Yeah, which was a great scene.
It was a great scene.
Damn. God,
So-
I guess I gotta watch all of these episodes.
So Raquel was dating and later engaged to a British DJ on the show named DJ James Kennedy.
You just saw it.
Oh, what a
he
catchy!
looks
That's a catchy
cool.
DJ name.
Yeah.
DJ Shadow, DJ Muggs, DJ James Kennedy.
Yes.
And DJ James Kennedy was one of Tom's very good friends.
But he'd be
Okay.
like, you're my best friend, Tom. You're my best friend. And Tom's like, okay.
Yes.
You ever go to like Florida and see those like ready-made suburbs that they threw down in the early 90s? These people look like they're all from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of housing.
In many ways.
So
you know.
So DJ James Kennedy, he's dating this girl Raquel, okay? DJ James Kennedy used to date Kristen, who used to
Hello.
date Tom. Kristen was the woman who flew
Jax.
exactly, who had sex with Jax and flew Miami Girl
Show was
in.
like a big fuckball rolling around.
They've all
picking up
fucked each
Exactly.
other.
new people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I really wish that you could explain James Kennedy. I don't know if we don't have time, but that I'm all
Oh,
for.
yeah, like James Kennedy was pretty funny. He said a lot of really horrible things. He was like, I guess an alcoholic and would lash out with this crazy stuff. And I remember him being like, "I'm all for equal rights, but Kristen's a fucking whore."
He would say
Stuff
something
like that he would say all the
Or he'd
time.
be like, shut up,
Why
Katie.
mention equal rights?
I don't know. It was
Reminds
during
me of,
Pride.
It was during Pride.
Reminds me of a speech that Dr. Martin Luther King would have made.
Yes.
I have a whore.
So,
I have a whore.
oh my God. So, DJ James Kennedy is going to propose to Raquel. Tom Sandoval helps James Kennedy do this. Even pays like
pays
$10,000 to
astronomical
help him
amount.
do this.
Because he's proposing to his girlfriend Raquel on a day that he's calling what was it? It was a Coachella, but it was like Rochella.
Yep.
Rochella. Copyright. Oh, because COVID, right? So they love Coachella, so he threw her a Rochella.
Right. So Raquel
very
and DJ
nice.
James Kennedy get engaged. However, they break up. Okay.
Because they weren't having sex, and allegedly this is
Why
a deep
weren't they
cut.
having sex?
Well,
'Cause of his
deep cut
alcoholism?
potentially that James potentially, allegedly, sort of doesn't want a woman carnally in that way, as you would say.
Yes.
But he's all for equal rights.
He's all
Yes.
for equal
And
rights,
but he thinks
Kristen's a fucking whore.
Kristen's a whore. Okay. So Raquel is really close at this point with Tom and Ariana.
Sorry to
Yes,
interrupt.
please.
A gay guy paid $10,000 to his best friend to help him propose to a woman?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
that's pretty
He was
close.
like, she's the love of my life. I love her. I love having sex with her. She's so hot. She's so hot. We're so hot together. Love her.
Right.
Yeah, pretty
He could have
much.
saved. He could have saved money.
It's so
Well,
true.
Tom
Invest.
Sandoval paid the $10,000 to help this.
Oh, he paid it
James
to help his
get-
gay friend get
to help
engaged.
his gay friend
So
get
it's even-
engaged.
Sorry. Okay, that makes sense then.
So now Raquel's single. Tom and Ariana are dating, and they're all really close. Now a rumor popped up about Tom and Raquel being spotted together at a nightclub, but
the
got
Abbey.
brushed off. Like maybe that's
At
nothing.
the Abbey, West Hollywood.
Okay. So now
he
we
was
get
getting bottle
Right.
service with his dad. Anyways, continue.
to the reveal of Scandoval.
Okay.
Tom has a show for his horrible band called Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. And at the show, I think his phone
Does he
fell.
play trumpet in the band?
He does, and
And
he plays
leads.
bongos, and he also really tries to sing. It's all covers. There's no really original songs. I'll play it.
It's like Frank D'Angelo.
Very nice.
So I believe at the show, his phone fell out of his pocket, right?
a fur vest he was wearing or
Oh.
something.
His phone fell out of his
fuck.
vest. Okay. Ariana's in the crowd watching her boyfriend perform. Hey, this is fun. She picks up her boyfriend's phone. Oh, what's this? A sexually explicit photo from Raquel
It was-
to Tom?
It was actually a FaceTime video recording of her jerking off.
Is that what it was? I always
Allegedly,
wondered.
but yes,
It's like Basic Instinct, but even more.
yes.
Your
Yeah.
phone
Okay.
falls out of your pocket, and that's just what's on it?
She said the universe sort of sent her a sign that maybe the loser boyfriend that she's always been with was being a loser.
I
so
know,
she
like,
had to check.
Wordle could have popped up. And
know?
instead, it was a video of your
Yeah.
mistress putting her finger in her wee-woo.
Or like,
Oh no. That's the worst thing anyone's ever said on any podcast.
yeah, I feel better now for everything I've ever said.
You called it a wee woo?
Well,
have you
It's
called
a
it
bit of a theme this episode. I keep alluding to
her wee woo?
Yes. A lot of guys call it that.
Well, she's having fun with her wee woo.
Her
You
wee-woo.
call it a wee woo when you put a banana peel on top of it.
So she's
Why
going to
isn't
town.
why doesn't the phone have a locked home screen thing?
I mean, isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? So, at this point, it all goes nuclear. This is the peak of Vanderpump Rules, and
is this what saved the show? Like brought it
Because
back?
the show at this point was like dead and done. They were all like, out of the carpeted apartments. Kristen got kicked off the show because of just sort of racial discrimination and was canceled.
Okay.
She's okay. She's back on the show, The Valley, kind of doing the same thing. But they've all kind of like elevated, and it was really boring and nothing happened.
and then this happens. I think the show had its biggest ratings ever. And it was very compelling. And so now everybody hates Tom Sandoval. He's this massive villain.
He's sort of unapologetic.
Yeah, he's kind of like, well, Ariana wasn't having sex with me.
me.
So
She was depressed, man.
But
she was depressed.
Is he like, it's not a crime for a man to receive a video of a woman touching her wee woo?
Yeah. And so they had this illicit affair for months and months and months and months and months.
yeah,
During the whole season. So the last season with Raquel, you're like, oh, they were fucking the entire time.
and they're all three of them really close together. It's really Evan. If you want to speak, you have to speak on mic. But please come in if you want to. But we won't hear you otherwise.
I want Stacey to talk about this, but I think it's worth mentioning what Raquel's storyline that season was with Tom Schwartz that makes this even more disturbing.
So the whole storyline with the last season with Raquel is that Tom Schwartz had gotten divorced. Can you believe? And the whole storyline was that Raquel and Tom Schwartz, the best friend, were like flirting and like maybe having a thing. So it was like, oh yeah, I'm flirting with Tom Schwartz, and then they kissed, and it was a big thing. But this whole time, she's really having sex with Tom Sandoval.
And Tom Sandoval was encouraging it. You should go for it, man. Get with Raquel. Meanwhile, he's secretly having sex with Raquel as an affair.
And Tom Schwartz
What's that kind of
didn't really
perversion?
know until he did.
Who found the phone?
His girlfriend Ariana.
Right, and it was Raquel fingering the wee woo.
Raquel had her finger in her wee woo.
Okay. I got mixed up for a sec. For a sec, I thought it was
I know.
Ariana.
It's a lot of wee-woos to kind of like center in.
There's
but
wee
she,
woos circling
know.
around in my head like a guy who just got bonked
Oh,
by a frying
Raquel.
pan.
Ariana licked Lala's wee woo.
Yeah, Ariana licked Lala's wee-woo.
Oh God. Okay, there we go. So
But
back.
Raquel,
yeah,
and so
all right.
Tom, unbeknownst to Raquel, recorded her wee-woo roller coaster surprise. And
Okay, I need to see like an actual timeline or like a sort of family tree of this thing.
That's every guy's worst nightmare, though. You're playing bongos on stage, and you see your girlfriend in the crowd holding your phone.
and you go, don't, not the wee-woo.
I know playing the bongos is such a sacred time. It's like, don't tell me my life is over while I'm just banging out this beat here.
Yeah, so that was the whole thing.
Wow.
And so the whole season of Vanderpump, they were having sex and having an illicit affair, and no one knew.
Mm-hmm.
So did the following
I can't
season,
believe
was
it.
it all about this affair
Oh, yeah.
and the
Oh, yeah.
aftermath?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's
Okay.
kind of
Is
fucked up.
Are any of them? Did they repair anything?
Oh,
No, she fucking
absolutely.
Ariana hates Sandoval.
Yes.
And so in the aftermath, it kind of fucked up Sandoval's life because people were bombing
Which
his
one was James's like potential wife?
Raquel. He's like, you had sex with my best
But
friend.
James is probably gay.
Yeah.
But does he say that?
No,
But there's a gay man in the show who says, I
No.
fucked James. And James is like, no, you didn't.
He's like, we fucked.
Everybody says no, you didn't, like a sassy little kid.
He did have sex with this guy.
Wow.
And he was like, we did. Yeah.
Everyone says
I didn't.
everyone has sex with everyone in the show, and then says I did not.
Oh, it happens all the time. Jax cheated on his wife, Brittany, with a woman named Faith and denied it, and then it came
Well,
out
he had
too.
sex with Jax cheated on his wife Brittany with a woman named Faith on the same bed as her ailing grandmother.
Was her
That's
ailing
right.
grandmother there?
Yeah, she was on the bed.
What? How does that work?
She
I
was-
can't
she
decide
was
who's
not-
the most evil out of this shit.
She was it the I don't know if it was the same bed, but I think it was right beside
They were like
her.
in the room while her grandmother's dying, and Jax cheats on his wife by having sex with this
Does
girl.
she have like a
Faith.
dialysis machine?
Kind of
or
basically.
something?
Maybe.
Yeah, she's like Michael Douglas.
Like the heartbeat starts going rapidly.
That's
Okay, let's let
took a
grandma
ride on
calm
the-
down.
Yeah, he took her ride in the wee woo roller coaster in
Oh
front of an
my
ailing
God.
woman.
every guy's greatest fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
he had just proposed to Brittany, and then they were having a party where they were celebrating the engagement. And then they're like, wait a second, Jax actually cheated on you. And she's like, did you? And he's like, I did. And she's like, wow. And they
So
broke
Jax
up.
is the most noble person in this because he admits it.
Well, he's sort of like Beetlejuice. You have to ask him 3 times. And then he goes, yeah, I did.
He appears.
He's like, did you fuck Kristen? No. Did you? No. Did you? All right. Yeah.
It's showtime.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, how was Tom's life then screwed up? You said that his life
Well,
was.
his restaurant's got like 1 million one-star reviews because people hated him.
Internet went full
Oh.
internet.
And people
So
were like
what-
boycotting
what's he doing
his
now?
restaurants.
What's he doing right
So
now?
he has this massive fallout. And
Has he ever bounced back from this?
no.
No.
He
Okay.
he did appear on another reality show called Special Forces, which Evany and Stacey watched, where like celebrities go through grueling Navy SEAL training, and I think he did it almost as a public appeasement, like I'm a bad guy, but look at what I'm going through to prove I'm punishing myself.
But he had a mental breakdown during one of the challenges, and JoJo Siwa had to lift him to safety.
Whoa.
And here's what's crazy during Sandoval that
What was
or
his
Sandoval.
mental breakdown like?
He was like, I can't do it, man. Wasn't it like that? Like, I can't get through it. And Siwa was like, come with me. She lifted him up. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have to see the clip. It's so funny. But what I thought was crazy about Sandoval is he wouldn't talk to anybody. He kind of went radio silent. And then the first interview he did to address his cheating was he went on Howie Mandel's podcast.
Wow.
That's where you want to do it.
Really?
And Howie Mandel's like, I've never seen the show, man. And he had no questions to ask Tom. And he goes, I'm going to just say this. You sound like a good guy. He was such a loser. He's
Don't
like,
shake my hands, though. Please.
Yeah. He's like, thanks, man. He's like, Ariana was so depressed. Like, I had no other choice.
Okay, Howie Mandel, bald energy or what?
Bald.
To the max, right?
To the max energy.
Like king of it?
I would say Howie Mandel's super up there as like one of
Yeah.
the top balds.
Mhm.
Like before he even enters the door, I'm like, oh, shiny head's approaching.
Okay, let me ask you guys, especially this question: what's more salacious for a bread and circus? Gladiator and a lion, or the Vanderpump Rules people?
Vanderpump Rules people.
Yeah.
Ebony gave her thumbs up too.
Yeah.
It sounds like it to me.
But
it
you can-
sounds extremely way more gripping.
And I totally understand from not watching it. It probably was like a lot obtuse to follow at first, but then you can see once the ball gets rolling, and you're like, and this person had sex with this person, and then it gets like really wild.
Imagine like they're always sweaty. No one's powdering their faces.
And no one in Vanderpump Rules looks at down the barrel and says, "Are you entertained?"
It is the best. They have all slapped each other in the face. They have all fucked each other's partners. They have all stolen and yelled and fought. And
But you think they would do this without the show?
yes, they were doing it without the show. That's why they got the show. Because she was like, "Oh, my staff is crazy," and they were like, "Really?" And
And it just kept going.
yes,
Oh, Ebony's stepping in.
I'm sorry I keep stepping in. I
No,
just
this
feel
is
so
great.
passionate about this
I love that
subject.
there's 5 alive on this.
Fab Alive. But I feel like what was also, Stacey backed me up on this, so crazy about Sandoval is that they're all cheating all the time. This is the thing.
Yes.
And it's real and they're doing it. And you could kind of see telegraphed a mile away that, because you're hearing about Sandoval, you're like, and we watched it a bit late. So we were like, for sure he cheated, but why would that be shocking?
I
And
know.
they've all
It
done
was
this.
crazy.
And then there was some way they reached a new level of depravity with the cheating. And I encourage anyone who hasn't seen it, including you guys, to watch the fallout scene of Ariana and Tom after she finds out. It's like it feels like a 20-minute scene.
Yes.
And my favorite quote from the show after Bambi I'd Bitch came out from it, where at one point they're like just fighting in the kitchen, like a real deep couple fight. And at one point he goes to the kitchen, he goes, "Do you want anything?" And she goes, "I want you to die."
yeah,
And it's so intense.
it's really intense.
Anyway,
And
I just
you're
came in to
gripped.
say that.
But it
I was
is
gripped.
It's crazy because
Well, can I say something from my
Please.
interpretation from what you guys said
Yes.
because of how it made you go back and look at the season prior?
Mm-hmm.
That really reminds me of how like all of the like Better Call Saul, the prequel, by the end of it reframed and recontextualized the whole story of Breaking Bad, which happens after.
And that's what
It
happened
adds
with the
this
show.
extra foundation that you never could have imagined and blows your mind. That's
yeah.
what this late season sounds like.
It's the best. And it's like they could never top it. This current season is really bad. What's happened now is Ariana's like been like just blasted into like celebrity now.
She's kind of milking it, right?
yeah, she's like a host
like
of Love
out of
Island.
sympathy?
Yeah. It's like I was cheated on, and now she's the host of Love
She was
Island
on
now.
Love Island because when she was like, "You wouldn't stay home with me and watch Love Island," and then Love Island was like, "You're gonna be our host now." It was just like the most. He's like, she never did anything for the apartment. Like she never bought batteries, and then all of a sudden Duracell was like, "Here's like $1 million and do all these advertising deals and branding deals." So now she's super rich, and now what's happened in this current season is Tom Sandoval's back, everyone's back, and everyone
look
who's
her
just
up.
a reality star is like, "Oh, well, I need to talk to Tom to keep the show going." And Ariana's so rich and doesn't care. So now they're all jealous of Ariana. And frankly, I don't think she's that much.
She's not that interesting.
She's not that interesting.
No.
She went down on Lala, and then I think that was about it.
That was about it.
She's
a
a pill.
pill.
She's the pill.
Well, yeah, I think that might be the
She
story
looks like
of.
Kristen Bell a little bit.
She does look like Kristen Bell a little bit.
Yep.
Can I ask you a question before we
It
end
was
the
also
pod?
kind of mid.
She's mid.
Chris?
She's mid.
No, she's cool. She's cool.
Is she?
I don't know.
Can I ask you, after I said the bald comment, did you think about that the entire rest of the pod?
No. People
Okay.
always needle me about fixating on things, but I moved on.
I love
I
that.
didn't even think about it.
Okay.
But when we brought up Howie Mandel,
bald.
then I was like, right,
Yeah. Bald.
let's get his energy
Bald.
rated there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Just
But I
wanted to
also
check in.
really love what you said about my baldness.
You don't
It's
have
the
it.
best thing I've ever had. Or
Heard.
heard. I've had. It's the best compliment I've ever had. And I've heard it with my ears.
Well,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, guys, is it time to be paid a visit from the
Evilometer.
Oh, look, here he comes, tooting on his trumpet, and he's got fedora on as well, and also another fact about Tom Sandoval that I can't remember.
Well,
He's cheating.
He's
with
cheating.
A bunch of other
Yeah.
ometers.
I'm so glad you're here. You were yawning quite a bit throughout
You know
this
what?
episode.
I didn't sleep last night, and I woke up early.
What?
It's been a long
Why didn't
day.
you sleep? What the hell?
Because
That
he's
doesn't
getting
sound like
shredded.
you.
He's not getting enough protein. Look how yoked he is. Those chesticles are just sucking you dry.
I eat beef all day.
I bet you do.
But yes, I apologize for yawning during the Sandoval episode.
That's okay.
Mike, I have a prescription for you tonight. A cup of warm milk and, pajamas. And I want you to take them at 10 o'clock tonight because you need to have a good sleep.
What if I choke in the pajamas?
Well, Stacey, this is the part of the show where we give the topic an evil score from 1 to 10. 10 being most evil, obviously. Imagine if 1 was the most evil. That would be ridiculous. So, I don't know, Stacey, do you want to go first to give Tom Sandoval? Or I can go first.
Why
if
don't
you
you
need-
go, you go first.
Yeah, you're right.
just
That's a
to see.
lot of pressure. He's a 4.
I was gonna say 4 too because it's more of a campy evil.
Yeah,
Really,
he's a 4.
he's a 4. I think if
He's
he
a
was here
douche.
today, I think he would reek. He would smell, and
Yeah.
but he's just kind of a loser.
I have to be
smelly
honest, I
loser.
kind of liked him at times leading up
I
to...
remember you texting me, and I said, "Just you wait,
Yeah, you did. Damn,
just
dude.
you wait."
It's funny because I only have the interpretation through you guys, and my brain went to 4.
Oh, my God,
That's a
Chris. Great minds.
Well, maybe you guys did a great job.
Oh wow.
Now, Hollywood is a den of vice and sin where no one can live without being sucked into the hellish reality of living there.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to give him a 4 as well.
Wow, 4
Yeah.
fours.
He's just doing what everyone else is doing, you know?
4 fours.
Wow. Can you
I
believe
think we
across
just
the board?
unlocked some sort of weird demon's curse.
This is gorgeous.
4 fours are 16. 16 is when a girl becomes a woman.
Okay.
I like this road
This
you're
is
on.
this is a really strong hone fitness energy.
16 is the age of consent.
So it all makes sense.
Wow.
Well, Stacey,
Yes.
tell us what you've got going on, where people can check you out.
Okay. I mean, generally, what's going on? I'm working out and just trying to get through the day.
Nice.
There's that. My old dog is in a diaper, so I'm sort of dealing with that daily.
Aw, sorry.
damn.
He's fine. Old burger. I just started a podcast with my friend Brian called Stacey and Brian the podcast, where I sort of yell at him as you might expect, and also demand to see him shirtless as I did with Mike. So we'll see how that goes. But you can follow that if you like at Stacey and Brian the podcast.
We'll put the link in the show notes for this episode.
Just the show notes, nowhere else.
and on Twitter and Instagram and
I'm not. I'm not on the X, formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just can't be quippy in a
I don't
sentence
go
or
in it
two.
anymore.
It's even
either.
better than it used to be now.
Yes. Or if you like a woman yelling at you about what to buy and what to do, you can follow my podcast called Indulge Me, which I release and talk about products and things.
Damn. And Instagram.
I'm having fun on the platform. Why not?
Why not? Good for you.
And I saw you do stand-up recently
Aw.
at Laugh Sabbath, and I loved it.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
so
It was
funny.
So funny.
That's really kind. You guys are great. Now take your shirt off.
All right. This is just for the audio
He's doing
release
it.
of the show.
Don't be coy. Give us a little show.
No, I confused my shirt with my pants and underwear. I took off the wrong thing.
Well, guys, that was another great episode of Evil